Moderation is number one. Always keep that word up. Moderation, couple of M words. Moderation, which is backwards for Adon. So if you go E-D-O-M, all is Adon, okay? Moderation. Meditation, all is Atum. Look at the words backwards, look at the words forwards, always. Moderation, meditation. Why meditation? Well, because noise is this. It's a transverse wave. It goes up and down to Cancer, up to Capricorn, down, and it's just taking you, it's polarizing your mind. But when you meditate, what do you find? Black light. I can see blackness right now. My eyes are closed. Well, that's dielectric light. That's stillness. No noise. I can't hear what the policeman's sirens are doing. I can't hear the phone ringing.
Right.
I can't hear all those noisy people with, oh, I lost my boyfriend. Oh, I need to make money. Oh, I've got problems. I got a new, my car's broken down. Noise.
Right. Yeah.
Shut up. Meditation is where you will find the black light. You'll find all wisdom, all knowing. Everything you were looking for is when you shut your eyes. Because you're looking at the red and blue. Oh, look, there's some red sirens. There's a blue siren. There's a red pill, blue pill, red shift, blue shift. Roses are red, violets are blue.
Yeah.
Democrats are red. Republicans are red. Democrats are blue. Everything's red and blue, red and blue. Vibrating, noise, 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 noise. This is inferior noise. That's what we call, see, sound. Sound Adon. All is Adon. Okay. Sound, sonoluminescence. You see, it's no use talking about light. God is light without sound. The Logos is sound, the word of God, the verb of God. Verb, see, Logos equals word equals verb equals reverb. Reverberate, ra, 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 radiate, rarefaction. So, sonoluminescence.
Reverberation.
Yeah, reverberate. Even in French, the word for word is mot, bon mot. Well, what is that? Atom. All these atom, words. The word sonoluminescence is what creates all of these waves. See, it creates the waves, but it's also the pulse which stabilizes the wave. Where do you want to, where do you want to engage your energies? In the material wave world? Or do you want to sublimate, meditate, go within and transcend the vibrational red and blue shift world and go back into the transcendence, into the pulse, where sonoluminescence has no vibration? See, when we think of sound, we think of a vibration. Turn up the frequency, turn up the pitch. You know, from what 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz is our hearing range. So we think of vibration, but sound in its original form, aum, you can't hear it. In its original form, it's like this. It's transcendental sound, transcendental luminescence. So there's only one way of getting there, and that is through meditation. Now, meditation may be music. Meditation for you may be walking barefoot through the forest. Meditation may be you with your hand in hand with your loved one, your soulmate, your twin flame.
So it comes in all forms.
It comes in all forms. But
So,
it doesn't come. Go.
Sorry, it's just there's a delay. I was going to say, like, you can still attain those same effects, like just having different forms of meditation doesn't have to be sitting down with your hands, you know, even the way you were showing us earlier, you're connecting your thumb with all your fingers. I mean, does it have to be done like that, or it really just comes in, you know, however it expresses itself through every person uniquely, I guess?
You need to find meditation that suits you. It might be yoga. Okay, so
I love yoga. I started doing it.
Yeah, well, the 5 Tibetan rites would be the best yoga you can do. Okay, the 5 Tibetan rites.
Yeah, for me, it's music, you know, by far.
Rites. I would be doing those. I'd be chanting Om. That's your Om. You'll notice there, my Ganesh has the Om above it.
Oh,
See
yeah,
there,
yeah.
up there, Om. There's the crown chakra. There's the cerebrum. And there's the spinal cord going down there. That's the spinal cord. That's what Ganesha is. Ganesha is in your body. Everything is in your body. Your body is the Holy Land. Never look outside for Jerusalem. Never look outside for Judea, Samaria, or all of these holy places. It's all in your body. Man is the measure of the universe. So one way of meditating is do a mudra. If you want to be inspired with your intuition, sit and chant like this: Om Shanicharaya Namahe. Om Shanicharaya Namahe. Shanicharaya is Saturn. Number 1 to chant to is Saturn. When you chant to Saturn, then all the other chants, everything opens up in your life. Jupiter. Om Gurave Namahe. Om Gurave Namahe. This is now for the mind. Jupiter is the air element. This is fire. This is air. Om Gurave Namahe. Guru. Jupiter is Guru. Gurave. Gurave. Om Gurave Namahe. That's to Jupiter. Mars. Mangalaya. Om Mangalaya Namahe. Water. Om Mangalaya Namahe. If you want to stabilize yourself emotionally, chant to Mars, the water god, and do this mudra. Om Mangalaya Namahe. Your emotions, after 10 minutes, they'll be ironed out. And the same, the sun. The sun is Sura.
So someone was asking in the chat before how sound is solid, because you're talking about sound, and he was talking to ask you how sound is solid.
Solid?
Yeah, that was his comment.
No, sound is a pulse wave. Can't be solid. Those are both spiritual. It creates the illusion of solid. Sound is responsible for all of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Solidness.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, all of this flesh here, this is all temporal, transient, mundane energy, which is crystallized in a way that it appears that it is solid. It is not solid. All atoms are empty because they are energy. So what is this? What is this clashing of atoms? My knuckles are firmly stopping at this point on my forehead. There's a bone there, yeah, the skull. Why? Well, because all atoms are magnetic, and the atoms that compose your body, they are not coherent. They are incoherent. If they were coherent, you would have a magnetic field which would attract magnets to your body because of coherency. Okay, because all atoms are little gyroscopes like this. Plane of inertia, and a jet's shooting out of here, jet's shooting out of here. Basically like that. Hyperboloid. And then the field is generated around it. Just like we've shown. So if you've got atoms going like this inside of a magnet, those are all coherent. But in your body, they're like this. They're all over the place. They're incoherent. That incoherency causes blue shift to be here, blue shift there, here, 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 and here. And so you've got red shift, red shift, red shift, red shift, blue, red. See that? When you do this, you've got red shift smacking against blue shift. They don't like each other. So they push each other away, and you think that that is solid because you hear a sound. That's just all the atoms reacting. Here, in a magnet, it's only like this. Everything is coherent. Coherency, like the fasciae of Rome. Why, when you get one twig has its tensile strength, it's easy to break. But if you get 20 twigs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 fasciae, and you tie them together like the Romans do, see the Congress Hall in Washington, D.C. with its massive fasciae. Now, this is multiplicative.
There's a meaning for everything behind their madness, eh?
This is multiplicative force. Those 20 twigs in here, they are now stronger than when they were on their own. See, this twig is weaker than those 20 twigs multiplicatively, not additively. So this is not 20 times stronger than that. This is like about 100 times, because those 20 twigs are not 20 times stronger than this one. They multiply in strength. It's multiplicative. So when you have a laser light, that's laser light. That's light from the sun. The white light from the sun, or gold, which is God, that white light is like this. It's incoherent. This is a magnet. This is a laser light. Coherency. Field coherency.
So that's why it's important for them to always keep us between red and blue. You know, like I told you, the police car lights and everything, like pretty much all the flags, all the sports team, it's all blue and red, very much with white or black or. So it is now to go back to the center of the earth. I would like to go back to this, the center of the earth, the subject of the center of the earth, and what is the northern lights. Do you think the northern lights come shooting out of there? Where those northern lights come from, Santos? What's your opinion on that?
Well, don't need an opinion. You just observe and know.
Yeah, but I've never observed them. So did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just watch some videos. Punch in Aurora Borealis and watch and see, and this is what you will see. And this is not our opinion. This is how it is. Here's the plane of the Earth. We are all vertical on a horizontal plane. No one is upside down. There's you, happily walking vertically on a horizontal plane. Here's me in Australia, really happy. And in the middle,
excuse me,
in the middle of the plane of the Earth, we have the North Pole. Out here, we've got the South Pole. South Pole. Because if the Earth was a disk, which it is, this is Antarctica, the South Pole, all around. And here is the North Pole. That's not bullshit. That's blue shift. So what color is the aurora borealis? You tell me.
But usually green. I
Yeah.
see green.
Green, purplish, I guess.
Purple.
Green, purple.
Red.
No red.
No, no red.
No.
Blue?
No.
Blue? No?
Blue.
Yeah, I've seen it in a plane once. It's the only time I've seen it. I was flying
Yeah,
a
blue
plane.
and
I've
green
seen
a
it.
lot.
Red shift is out here and below the Earth. Blue shift is in the center, which is the true magnetic South Pole. This is the magnetic North Pole. South Pole is where South Pole.
In the word south, there's the word out.
Out. Yeah, out. So South Pole is compression. Blue shift. North Pole is rarefaction. Red shift. Radiation. Rarefaction. Red. Magnetic North Pole. South Pole, so you've got the two sounds S and C. S. Compression is at the South Pole. That's how to remember the order. So what is happening is, we know, as you said before, this in the core of the Earth is hot. Well, it is, but because as the vortex goes like this around the Earth plane, here there must be compression, there must be heat generated on this plane. This is going to be hot due to the compression. See, I would go as far as to say that the Earth is hot because there is more compression going on at the moment to stabilize the Earth. So it's probably hotter than it should be. Volcanoes, there are periods in history where there's more volcanic action than other periods. We know that. It's like a breath, an undulating breath. So we know that it will flare up from time to time. And that is due to only one thing, the breath of magnetism. There's no other explanation for phenomena in the world. There is only one way to explain all phenomena, and that is through the field, magnetism. You see, this is why a lot of these quantum physicists and particle physicists in quantum mechanics, they don't like to talk about the ether, the quintessence, the ether, thumbs up. Why do they deny the ether? Einstein denied the ether by creating the theory of special relativity. When that failed in 1905, then he came out with general relativity 10 years later in 1915, and that failed as well. It still hasn't explained the particle wave universe at all, because they're trying to explain it with an illusion on top of an illusion. The particle is an illusion born of the wave, which is an illusion. But the wave that is an illusion is born of a reality, which is the pulse. So if we stick to the pulse wave universe, we will have our feet firmly on the ground. We'll create a foundation of reality. They are in the world of non-reality. And they tell you themselves. Niels Bohr, Richard Feynman, these idiots, they're always telling you, we can't understand shit, so why do you read our books? They're telling you, the world of quantum particle physics will never be understood by man. Of course, because it's not understandable. It's a crock of shit. Pardon the French.
That's the truth. Yeah.
So it's compression.
C'est de la merde. C'est qu'on dit en français.
Yeah. It's not a bon mot, it's a mal mot.
Ouais, c'est un mal mot. C'est un mauvais mot.
Mauvais mot. Mauvais.
Ouais.
So what we see, guys, is the natural system. This is not an opinion. I'm not opinionating here. I don't deal in opinions, never have. Well, I probably did once when I was a heliocentrist and talking about globe-tard things. Yeah, that was an opinion because, and I went against my better judgment. I was an astrologer and I knew that it was geocentric. So why did I follow Copernicus and Kepler and all of these upside-down spinning pseudoscientists? Well, because that's how it works. But I repented. And now I'm on the horizontal plane. So I know where I'm at. I know who I am. So I don't deal in opinions. This is not an opinion. This is based on how everything works. Atoms. If you look up at a galaxy, you'll see it like this. What do you see when you look at a galaxy?
I think, Santos, I think we really find who we are. We really comfort ourselves in the group thinking, whatever it is, until you really find yourself and you're convinced of your true essence and you have found your balance and everything. You always go into the group thinking for whatever. And Flat Earth is the same. The Flat Earth is the same until you break out of it and start realizing that the whole thing is a bit more shapeless than anything. So.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
So globular people insist that we live on a sphere, right? Whereas flat earthers insist that we live on a round earth, not a spherical earth. We do live on a round earth. Like my round table, like a round coin, like a round disc. It's not spherical, it's round. So when you look up at the solar system, you see this is their solar system, by the way. They have the sun here in the middle. And they have Earth going around here in an orbit, elliptical orbit around the sun. Then they've got Venus is also doing an orbit. Mercury is a smaller one. Then you've got Mars, then you've got Jupiter, and you've got Saturn, a big orbit. Well, that's flat. That's a flat solar system. Just in case the globe-tards can't spell flat, I'll do it for them. So they have a solar system that's flat. You look at the Milky Way, you look at the galaxies, what they call galaxies, and you see a whole accretion disk type cloudy thing like that, and then you've got a jet going out like that and a jet going out here, and they tell you that that's how galaxies are. Well, I'm gonna impress the globe-tards with my spelling so that they can learn how to spell flat, because I think they've forgotten it. They tell you that the universes are flat, the solar system's flat, but the Earth ain't flat. Why? Because you're a tard of the globular type, and you need to get off your tardness and get flat. By the way, this is for the globe-tards, once again, like Danny, Christopher, Cullen. That's where you live, dudes. You're not upside down. You're not spinning. You may be ejaculating, but you're not upside down spinning.
Exactly.
Thumbs up.
Exactly.
Now I have a question. When you look up at the stars, it's just been on my mind for a while. When you mention the firmament, are those stars contained within them or outside the firmament?
A bit of both, brother. A bit of both. Don't don't limit your already limited perspective. Our perspective cannot allow us to see the distance of stars and to see everything that's going out there, because these are limited. Okay, so it annoys me when I see flat earthers. They're on the right track because they're vertical and horizontal, so they're not upside down spinning. So that's good. Pat on the back. But then they go off about, oh, there's nothing else out there. There's just this one universe that God made. He could only do. It's like a builder who can only make one house. Can you make me a second house? Nope. I'm a builder, but I can only make one house in a lifetime. Well, what sort of a builder is that? You know, God is not limited. God is unlimited. Therefore, if we say that this flat earth universe we live in is the only one that God made, and we're so special and we're the center, and so now we've broken, you know, the system, and we've unlocked the system, and now we understand all things, and this is the only universe, and we're so special, and blah blah blah. This is limiting. This is what the materialists do. Transcendentalists should never fall into this trap. So when we look up there, we can tell clearly that the stars are fixed and embedded in the firmament. They are fixed there. That's why they're called the fixed stars. Whereas these ones, Jupiter, Saturn, they're called those 5 with the 2 luminaries, moon and sun, those 7, they're called the wandering stars. The other ones are called fixed. Why? Because they're fixed.